my word. What's poppin', guys? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, your host, Jan. I do hope you're doing well. The head's cooled a little bit, though I'm still ruddy annoyed, mate, at this football club, Chelsea. Yesterday, I was all over the gaff. Apologies for the head loss in terms of getting the stats the wrong way round. Easy for me to say on SofaScore in my match review, but I was and remain very annoyed. But we're speaking about new stuff today here on Chelsea News. We're talking about Romano talking about Matthijs Tel could still happen, which might be a minor salve to the burn that is being a Chelsea fan at the moment. Also, Howson, I believe it's Howson, the Bournemouth defender we're looking at maybe. Kunku, excuse me, could still go to Manchester United, which makes me feel quite sick, generally, I must say. And Chelsea considering dropping Rob Sanchez. Excuse me, I've got some bad cold at the moment, so if I'm clearing my throat a little bit, I do apologise. But that is a salve to the burn of Chelsea, dropping Robert Sanchez. My word, look at this Goat Gang hat, by the way. Goat Gang merch, now available. Links are below the video. So it's going to be an interesting video. Hopefully we can find some stuff to look forward to and put the pain behind us. By the way, worth mentioning, Chelsea is still odds on to finish in the top 4. That's the top 4. Remember, top 5 is probably Champions League. Shut up, watch. So top 4, we're still like 20 to 17 odds on. Now, obviously, we'll have to start playing good again and start, maybe just get that guy out of goal. We'll start with that in a moment with Rob Sanchez, because the Telegraph wrote on that. I do want to shout out my partner, though, Stocks FC. If you want to enjoy football again and just not think about Chelsea exclusively, and you like things like Fantasy Premier League, why not check out Stocks FC? It's a stock market, stock exchange for footballers. It's really, really fun. The platform is wicked, as you can see behind me. You buy low, you sell high. Like I said, it's where you use your money, so it's 18 plus. You invest a little bit here and there in players and watch their value go up and down, and you get to test your knowledge, essentially. So it is wicked, actually, Stocks FC. Do go check it out I'll put a link in the top of the description, or click ding this QR code on the screen, which will be left up now throughout the video. Thanks, Stocks FC. It's fun. It's fun. All right, mate. Shall we start with the pain of the goalkeeper, which is the big recurring theme at the moment. Of course, I think I just watched Match of the Day, and I think they were very kind to Chelsea and Rob Sanchez. Like, yeah, he had a bad game. He's the bane of my existence at the moment. Anyway, Sam Wallace writes this. Enzo Maresca said that he would have to consider dropping Robert Sanchez after Erling Haaland capitalised on the Chelsea goalkeeper's fifth major error in the season to score Manchester City's second goal in their 3-1 win. Yes, guys, look, listen, Jorgensen, I don't think he's like the obvious superstar that's somehow a tragedy how he's not playing, but at this point, for me, and probably for many of you, it's just simply untenable. Like, you can't... 5 errors leading to goal this season, the most of any goalkeeper in the entirety of Europe. And we're Chelsea Football Club. Guys, I just quickly want to say, I was on Alex Goldberg's playback yesterday, and we were doing a post-mortem on the loss. It was kind of interesting. A lot of upset Chelsea fans, as you'd expect. One thing I've said here on the channel before, and indeed I've said in other places and said in the show yesterday, I am big on stats for tactics or analytics and all that. But I do believe, above all else, that football matches are governed by like an underlying story and narrative. It is like the theatre, isn't it? The working class ballet and all that. Like, and the team kind of pick up the vibe of the crowd, the opposition, the tone, and they sort of fulfill a role. And they're like, okay, so we're going to be the young team that can't capitalise here, and it's just going to be one of those days. And there's almost like the Star Wars force that governs that. Unless you have certain players, I always use the example of Eden Hazard, that had the brilliance of like to break through the narrative. He's almost sees the Matrix and pierces out of the gelatinous, fermented narrative of just us fizzling out for the rest of the game and being like, no, I'm going to take over here. And we don't have that. And most of all, it's so hard to break out of that role you sort of adopt in a game as a team, yeah? Like, Man City adopted the bottle jobs recently, and they're doing that quite well. But we'd adopted the start well, youngsters, talented players, start well, don't capitalize, and then bad. You know? But when you have that, you have a senior goalkeeper, 27-year-old, in goal. He should be the calming presence that sets the tone. And Rob Sanchez is not only is he not the senior calming presence to make everyone in front of him feel better, he's in fact the opposite, and he's pressing self-destruct. You know, Petrovic is doing amazing at Strasbourg. Kepa's doing really good now. I'm not saying Kepa's the answer, you know, but all our other goalkeepers, Penders, Kepa, certainly Georgi Petrovic, are all doing better. And you'd have to say the one we've got in the squad probably hasn't done anywhere near as bad howlers in Jorgensen. So, it's untenable. It's time to change. He's got to bench him. He's just got to bench him. He's got to bench him. Alrighty then. Before we talk about what Fabrizio Romano said, and we do have days left in the transfer window, and stuff can happen in days. It's not hours, it's days, yeah? Simon Jones and Will Pickworth write this on the Daily Mail. Apologies for citing such a crap rag. United have asked about the possibility of Christopher Nkunku on loan from Chelsea. He's 27, of course. He's had a frustrating 18 months since joining the Blues for £52 million in the summer of 2023. After spending much of last season injured, he just started 3 Premier League games this time around and mainly featured in cup competitions. Nkunku still scored 13 goals. Of course, the majority have been in the Conference League. By the way, yeah, I don't think Nkunku's done anything to ingratiate himself with Chelsea fans in this difficult period. He comes on. He got a good amount of time yesterday at the Etihad, yeah? Jackson was hooked. Jackson, our highest rated player on SofaScore, by the way. I'm not saying he should be, but you know, he tries, Jackson. He got a good assist in terms of work rate, whatever. You know, you guys know my position on Jackson. I'm pleased we've got him. I'd want another senior striker starting above him at the moment. But not to say he can't come in and take their place again. I'm a Jackson fan, but this is just where I'm at, guys, yeah? This is where I'm at. But Nkunku comes on, he jogs about, he just doesn't want to be there. It's almost like, right, I don't suit this position, I've been mistreated, I'm a superstar. And yeah, look, I think he's an amazing footballer. I do, Nkunku, I think he's excellent. But his attitude's done nothing for me. Like, you know, just fine, get out then. Do you know what I mean? Like, whatever. I wish him all the best. I think he's a great footballer and he's exciting to watch. And in other teams, it will work. It won't work with us, but at least have the attitude. And talking about senior players, he's the other 27-year-old that was on the pitch for Chelsea yesterday. Lead by example, bro. You know, I see people like catching a lot of heat, like what I deem future leaders, and Cole didn't have a great game, and he has big head loss problems as well. But they're all kids, man. You know, you want the senior players to show a bit of like leadership. Now, of course, I caught a lot of heat from saying Alejandro Garnacho could represent smart rotational options on the left wing. I got a lot of comments saying, right, yeah, you still feel we should sign Garnacho. If you watch my videos and what I actually say from my mouth, you will know that my priorities aren't in a left winger, but if it was an opportunity for Manchester United to replace Mudryk, who can't play football now, then maybe he'll be a good Mudryk replacement if it's not loads of money. But of course, priority positions, striker, goalkeeper. Heck, you could say midfielder, though we've got the, you know, good options coming back. I do think we should recall Leslie Ugochukwu right now, because he's playing kind of well. I don't give a so-and-so about his development at Southampton. He's playing well. Maresca likes him. He can offer cover and reinforcement for Caicedo. Andre Santos, I wouldn't want to ruin what is a great loan. They had a great win yesterday. He scored a golazo. You know, Georgi Petrovic had a great game and goal. Just let him Strasbourg have their fun. Do you know what I mean? I know Chelsea comes first, but like, let them finish their development. They're coming back. There are players, but just let them do their thing. For me, personally, Leslie Ugochukwu, bring him back, and then maybe if we can sign a forward. So these are my three things. Bench Sanchez for Jorgensen, yeah? Call back Leslie Ugochukwu and buy a forward in the next few days. All totally achievable, in my humble opinion. This goes on to talk about, of course, Bayern Munich are very, very interested in Nkunku. And but only if they meet Chelsea's £70 million asking price. I swear this is going up every day. That's like 80 million euros. It's going up all the time. Just, you can have him for 50, you can have him for the money we paid for him, yeah? You know, that's what I think. Chelsea are believed to value him more than 60 million, but they're changing all the time. Yeah, just sell Nkunku, yeah? Let him go, free him. He's doing nothing for us. You're not going to make a loss for him. You'll make a book profit, yeah? If you sell him for 60 million quid. Sell him. Sell him. Even to Man United, I don't care anymore. You know, before I'd be like feeling sick sending talent to Man United. Don't buy Garnacho then, but just get him out, whatever. Right, Fabrizio Romano said some stuff on his YouTube channel. Firstly, he's spoken about Deanhon, I believe he's pronounced. Club rate him highly. They see him as a top talent. He's on the list, and there's a release clause buried in his contract. There was a release clause, and Chelsea could be looking in the summer. Yeah, I don't think we want to buy a centre back now, especially considering we've recalled Trev Chalobah, and you know Badiashile will come back. And Wes Fofana will come back before the end of the season, apparently. So even though, you know, yes, I'm totally cool with us signing a centre-back, it will be the summer. And to be honest, if we sign either one of Mark Gay or Deanhon, I think it would represent an exciting signing. Of course, loads of massive clubs are looking at Deanhon. He's only 19, so Chelsea love him. He scored a couple of goals in the Premier League this season, the young centre-back. Bournemouth, bro, they just deserve... Excuse me, I'm going to pause and drink some water. Bournemouth deserve an immense amount of credit. Many Chelsea fans will be calling for Andy Iraola. Andoni, not Andy. What, Andy, mate? What, Andy? To come to Chelsea. I don't think the manager's the problem. I'm a big fan of Maresca, but I feel like the squad composition needs to be complete. Chelsea, by the way... very big squad of talented players. Don't mean sugar until you know they can play in the way you want to play and they fit. And I guess that will take time under a management. But yeah, absolutely not making any excuses for 1 win in 7. And really just the immaturity and lack of experience and inability to see games out. With no matter what team you've got or what talent. You know, Bournemouth have got 10, 11, 12 injuries and they're slapping up... you know, a very good defensive team in Nottingham Forest. 5-0, bro. 5-0. And this kid's playing at the back. You know, Kirkes will probably go... I mean, if they get in the Champions League, say they finish 5th and we finish 4th, right? Right? You know, why would Howson and Kirkes want to go? You know, they'd probably be thinking, we will slap teams up in the Champions League, especially in the new format. I don't know. But Bournemouth, there might just be too good an opportunity to turn down in terms of the money they can generate from these sales. So let's talk about striker. Right, Mathys Tel. Okay, Tel is a really exciting, good player. I think we need like more of a conventional true 9, ideally, like the previously scouted Samu would have been great. Turns out John Duran would have been great. Benjamin Sesko, Chelsea apparently really like, would be great. Mathys Tel is more of a versatile forward, and when you look at the likes of Jackson, like Jackson's not long been a striker, guys, and he's young. And Nkunku's certainly not a striker. And then we've got Gu. Gu is the only guy in the squad who's actually like trained as a striker in his, developmental career. Yeah. So we don't have a striker. We don't have a true 9. And to sign Mathys Tel, this like versatile forward, doesn't necessarily, to me, shout the answer. But I tell you what, I will transition. Didn't mean to do that. I will tell you what. If you said to me, Jan, you can sign Mathys Tel, or not, I'm saying sign him because he could be just the cover. Just the cover could be the difference. So Romano said the feeling in the last 24 hours, yeah? On the 26th, Sunday the 26th of January at the time of recording, in the last 24 hours, the feeling for Mathys Tel has changed. He told Bayern he wants to stay there and succeed, yeah? He told them that. But he has not, he's not played a single minute, I believe, in the last 3 games. And he says, I understand Mathys Tel case could still change. 0 minutes in the last 3 games and the situation to be assessed again in the next days. We don't have days, bro. Chelsea Chelsea remain interested if he's open to leave, as revealed. 7 clubs have also requested him on loan. Decision is still up to the player, as his desire has been to stay and succeed at Bayern. Well, this is interesting, because he could succeed at Bayern, but if he's got 0 minutes in the last 3 games, then come to Chelsea, play more minutes than 0 minutes, you'd like to think, and we can assess, we can hopefully have that additional cover until the end of the season, and hopefully that will see us into a Champions League qualification situation is on the rise all across the nation. Guys, as always, I want to hear what you think, so please leave your thoughts, feelings, and emotions down in the comment section below. As always, I'll thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel, Football Therapy. Check out Stocks FC if you had to do it. Now the video's finished, either by scanning that, clicking the link in the top of the description. It's a bit of fun, and certainly I enjoy doing it, so you might too. Yeah, if you want Goat Gang merch to support your boy, we got caps, truckers, snapbacks, getting some embroidery versions soon. You know me, I love a hat. Yeah, so it's there if you want it. It's there if you want it, man. All right, take care of yourselves. Peace.